What's the verdict, Doc?
You're on the mend, counselor.
All right, then I guess I'm discharged, huh?
Oh, you guessed wrong.
Well, you just said I was fine.
Yeah, it's like a typical lawyer changing my words around.
No, but that's what you said, isn't it?
On the mend is not the same as fine. You're gonna stay right here where I can keep an eye on you.
I am?
Yeah, just at least for a couple of days.
Couple of days? I gotta get back to work.
Stacey, you have a head injury. Now, you know if you go back home, you'll be in the office by 4 o'clock. You know I'm right.
Look, a concussion isn't that big of a deal, right? It's just like a big headache.
Please, you've got to take care of yourself, okay?
Okay, so maybe 1 or 2 more days here, but I have to call Derek, and I tried to call him last night, and I couldn't get in touch. I want him to know that I'm all right. What is it? What's wrong?
Derek was here last night.
He was? Mm-hmm. Well, why didn't he come in and...
Because I wouldn't let him see you.
Oh, you scared me.
I'm here to see Stacey.
Okay.
And I want to see her now.
Okay.
You didn't let him see me.
Stacey.
You have no right to make a decision like that.
Stacey, I was worried about you.
Why?
Because from what I've seen, Derek is someone who can't hold on to his emotions.
Yes, but you shouldn't judge him like that.
Oh, look what happened last night, Stacey.
None of that was his fault.
No?
No, it was my fault. I'm the one who was stupid enough to go down to that longshoreman by myself.
And that's another thing, Stacey. You are devoting yourself to this guy.
Because he needs my help. He's innocent.
And you are losing your sense of perspective.
No, I'm not, Jamie.
Stacey, you went down to this bar last night because of Derek, and you almost got yourself killed.
Excuse me.
It's okay, Grandma.
Stacey has a very anxious visitor.
Derek.
Thank you. I wish you told me he was here, Grandma.
He didn't ask for you, Jamie.
I'm glad you're here.
Are you all right?
She has a concussion, Derek, and she needs rest.
But I'm allowed visitors, aren't I?
Oh, well, the Cory Hospital has very liberal visiting hours. Dr. Frame, don't you think we should let them have a visit in private? Dr. Frame?
Hey, don't worry, man. I won't be that long.
Did you get my note?
Look, I got back to the hospital and you weren't there. Are you all right?
Come on, yeah, I'm well enough to have you come and sit down beside me.
I feel so bad.
Why?
It's all my fault.
None of it is your fault.
I should have figured what Cal was doing instead of just running in there like a jerk.
Come on, you could never be a jerk. Well, sit down beside me. I heard you came by last night.
Yeah, Jamie said that you needed your rest, so...
Well, I tried calling you before I went to sleep.
Come on, let's talk about this someplace else. Get your stuff. Come on, I'm gonna take you home.
But I'm not going home.
What?
I'm staying here.
If we'd have had the negative, this might have turned out clearer.
Yeah, and then we'd have the whole picture.
Well, it's bigger, but it's not necessarily better.
Oh, his face is still blurred.
The only thing that I can see that I didn't see on the original was this guy's wearing some sort of signet ring.
Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't tell us what's in the rest of the picture, does it?
No. You know, we can do it again, but it's not going to really be any better.
No, it's okay. I thought it was worth a try.
I've got to have the negative.
I went through boxes of negatives last night, but I didn't find anything.
This guy seems to be a lot younger than Mac.
Who is he?
I looked for a date on this photograph. I thought it might have been put on there when it was developed, but I couldn't find anything.
It's probably in the other half.
Did you go back and look at the painting?
I searched over every inch of the back of that painting.
You know, if we knew when Mac might have hidden the photo.
I didn't even know about that painting. I don't know where it came from. Sam just found it up there in the cabin.
So it could have been any time.
Mac went up there 6 times every year. I did think of one thing, though. One of the first times Mac took me up there. One evening he got very serious. He said there was something he wanted to tell me about.
About what?
About his past. But he looked so serious it frightened me, so I told him not to tell me.
And he accepted that?
He looked at me for a long time. It was as though he were debating with himself, and yeah, then he accepted it. I just rattled on about the fact that, you know, we were together now and it didn't matter what had happened in our past.
And he never brought it up again?
No.
What are you saying? That somehow that the man connected in this photograph is part of the story Mac wanted to tell you?
I don't know. But I guess from what I said to him, maybe there's a lot in his past that I don't know anything about.
There is someone who might be able to fill in the blanks.
Yes, I know. I've been avoiding it.
Maybe you can't avoid it any longer.
No, you're right. The one person who might be able to tell me something about the man in the photograph is probably Iris.
Staying.
Yes.
Now, I don't get it. Why?
Because Jamie thinks it's a good idea.
Jamie.
Yeah, it's just for a couple of days.
Sure.
Look, he knows I'm a workaholic and how much I hate hospitals, so...
Stacey, you're gonna be okay, right? I mean, everything's fine?
Yes.
You wouldn't hold anything back from me.
No.
Then I don't get it. Why are you staying here at his house?
I thought about going home, but then Courtney would see that I was hurt. And she'd start asking questions and maybe get the police involved in this.
Right. I wasn't thinking.
It'll only be for 2 or 3 days.
I want to be able to see you.
You will. I'll make sure you can come by anytime you want.
Yeah, well, I guess it is safer here, and I couldn't watch you 24 hours a day anyway. Cal is still out there. Damn him.
What are you thinking about now?
I had him, and I let him go. You know?
You're not going to go after him. You
I
can't.
had him right in my hands.
Come on, he's onto us, and he's dangerous.
I'm not going to do anything stupid.
Promise me that you're going to stay out of his way.
Sure.
Where were you last night? I tried calling you.
Went back to Dr. Jasper's.
What for?
To try to find Catherine. I haven't heard a word from her since she said she was going to tell us about the Red Swan.
Well, was Dr. Jasper there?
Nobody was. Look, I gotta go. John's having me look at some renovations by myself, and
Oh, good.
I gotta get to work.
Okay. Well, will you come back later?
Yeah, I hate leaving you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Will you hold it right there, young lady?
Well, what is it? What's wrong?
Well, you're up and walking around a lot. That's what's wrong.
Oh, it's okay. Jamie said I could.
Oh, yeah?
No, I promise, Ada. He said I could meander about the place, maybe sit down on the couch if I
Well,
want.
then sit first. Later for meandering about the place, okay?
You guys have been so nice to me. I really appreciate it.
Well, a concussion is nothing to fool around with.
So I hear. Thank
go.
you.
Okay. Jamie was very worried about you last night.
Yeah, I know. He's a wonderful doctor.
Oh, he is that, and he has a patient he cares about a lot.
Yeah, well, we're really good friends.
I could see that. He doesn't always bring all his patients home, you know.
Yeah, I know. I felt a little bit strange about being here, but feels nice and safe. And I guess I was a little bit scared in the hospital.
Is Derek a good friend, too?
Well, actually, he's more than a good friend.
But you're staying here.
He understands that. That isn't what you're concerned about.
Well, Jamie has been through a lot the last couple of months.
I know.
You're one of the people who helped get him through it.
Like I said, we're good friends.
Jamie has his mother's talent for seeing things the way he wants them to be.
So do you think maybe I should have stayed someplace else?
Oh, no, you're more than welcome to stay here anytime. I just wish Jamie had somebody like you to come home to every day.
Yeah. I know,
But if it isn't going to be that way, I wish you'd let him know. See, he might think that your staying here means something that it doesn't.
I'm not gonna hurt him again, Ada. I promise.
Enough said. It is said all over the world that my chicken soup cures concussions on the spot.
Oh.
What do you say? How about some? Good.
I know asking Iris for help is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, but if she knows anything about the man in the photograph,
Also, if she tells you what she knows,
then I guess I ought to talk to her.
is there anything that I can do?
No, you've done quite enough.
Enlarge one photo, big deal.
You're always there for me when I call you, and I call far too often.
If you need me, call me. You can count on me.
I do. Well, thank you for bringing me home.
Sure.
Guess I better get up and check on the babies.
I'll talk to you.
Okay, thanks again.
Okay, Allie, you just sit still for one more second. We gotta put something down here.
Did she
okay?
pick this outfit out by herself?
She was the only girl that saw Peter Pan and didn't want the lead.
She knows who gets all the laughs.
Hey, you know,
What's the matter? What? It's the hat, maybe. You know how difficult it is to find a pirate's outfit in a toddler size, too?
I can imagine.
What? Cracker? I think it's...
Hey, we're sharing me timbers. This couldn't be Allie now, could it?
Yes.
She looks marvelous.
I'm sure the hat's too big, though.
Oh.
Why?
And how are you doing,
Cracker,
huh?
I'm doing fine.
Well, I don't want you to work too hard now, okay?
Come on, I'm just sitting around here.
You know, it's a welcome sight. We're glad you're here. Hello, sweetheart.
Yes, she's got a cracker. She's all happy.
Yeah, she look...
What's that?
What's that?
What is that? It's a helicopter.
What is that? Hey!
Helicopter, Grandma.
Why is it so low?
I think it's gonna land.
It looks like terrorists.
We're on our lawn. And there's somebody getting out.
Oh, but the cat.
No, it can't be.
It is.
Oh, no.
trick or treat. Yes, thank you, Raoul.
It was my distinct pleasure, Your Highness.
Perhaps we could fly together again sometime.
I look forward to it. Good evening, everybody.
Well, let me look at you all. Oh, the Corys. How wonderful it is to see you lovely people again.
Great entrance, Cecile. One of your best.
I've missed you, Ada.
I wish I could say the same.
And Amanda, my goodness, all grown up. And with a little baby of your own, I hear.
If you'll excuse me, Cecile. My daughter and I have a Halloween party to go to.
Was it my imagination, or was my ex-sister-in-law just a tad cool towards me?
Well, surely you don't think anyone in this house would actually welcome you, Cecile?
Stacey, Stacey, Stacey. Didn't expect to see you.
Sorry to disappoint.
No, it's just that I didn't know you were part of the picture. Again.
Okay, Cecile.
Jamie, haven't even gotten to you.
I'm sure you will. You must be getting tired, Stacey.
Yeah, funny thing, all of a sudden I'm exhausted.
Why don't you take a rest, huh?
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
See ya.
Oh, Stacey, how's Cass?
He's been fine. Till now.
Listen, Grandma, I would like to speak to Cecile alone, if you don't mind.
Oh. Okay. I'll just, go and take care of Stacey.
Thank you. All right, what are you doing, Cecile?
I am giving you a hug. I'm so happy to see you looking so well.
Why are you here?
That's exactly what I would like to know.
Wayne. Cecile flew in on her Broomstick.
Yes, so Mom said.
You're looking lovely, Rachel.
Thank you.
I'm late for the hospital.
You go ahead. I'll take care of this.
Bye-bye.
Jamie, I hope I get to see you later. Really, Rachel, why, you look as lovely as I've ever seen you look.
Why are you here, Cecile?
Well,
What happened to Tankira and being queen? And why on earth have you landed at my house?
I'm awfully tired, Rachel.
Oh, I think I want some answers, Cecile.
No, not right now. Later we'll talk. But I will answer that one last question of yours. I came to the Corys because I wanted to tell you all how terribly I feel about Mac's death.
Thank you.
I didn't get the news until very recently. So the reason I'm here in Bay City is that I want to honor Mac.
I beg your pardon.
I want to fund a charitable institution in his name.
What kind of an institution?
I have a few ideas.
Why would you do this, Cecile? You never had any time for Mac.
I've been in the air for hours. Absolutely. It feels like days. I must have been through 10 time zones. Well, I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
You're going.
Why don't we just discuss all of this over breakfast,
I
shall
don't think
we?
you're listening, Cecile.
Oh, and could you have one of the servants bring my luggage up to my room?
You really want to stay in this house?
Well, I know you wouldn't have me stay in a hotel.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm just gonna drop if I don't find myself a bed immediately.
Some things never change.
Why don't we just skip the banter? I'm staying, and you and I both know it.
Refreshing to have you back, Cecile. You may stay one night, but I think after that it might get just a little unpleasant.
Oh, and could you, have the maid or somebody draw me a hot bath? My clothes, they must be terribly crushed in that suitcase.
Oh, I wouldn't put any extra burdens on this welcome wagon, Cecile. It just won't hold the weight.
Fine.
Now I'll go find Hilda. We're a little full up right now, but I'm sure we can find a cot to set up somewhere.
I did it.